name is Janelle Copeland, and I own the Cake Mama's Bakery. Before opening the Cake Mamas, I actually was in the corporate world. I was in retail management for several years. And then in 2009, I lost my job. My husband lost his job at the same time. So here we were, 3 kids, no income, a $5,000 mortgage. The list goes on. And then I just decided to do something that made me feel good, which wound up being cakes. And I started making cakes from home. I've always loved baking. I just really never had the time to spend a lot of time creating because I was working so much. So now that I wasn't working, I had the opportunity to focus more on things that made me happy, that brought joy to me. And I started to put some of the cakes I made on Facebook, and then friends would ask friends, and it kind of just evolved from there. In 2009, we were like in the middle of our economic downturn, if you will. It was like the worst time of our economy. You know, we had just filed bankruptcy. We were definitely at our lowest financially. And so I wasn't going to qualify for loans or the traditional ways of securing capital for a startup business. You know, I was making cakes from home for about 9 months, and then I just got to the point where I had outgrown it and I had too many orders coming in, and it was costing me more money to say no to those things. So I figured at that point, like, let's go all in and let's try to see if we can find a location, and things just kind of fell into place. The first time on Cupcake Wars was extremely stressful. Obviously, there's cameras everywhere. You don't know what to expect. And the best way I could sum it up, I always say for them, you know, they're trying to create a show which has drama and all this fun stuff. And for you, you're trying to win a competition. So it's really stressful, and you're just trying to gun to make it to the end and hopefully win that $10,000. Winning Cupcake Wars was pretty awesome. We didn't really know what to expect because it was our first time on major television, but Food Network's a really big network and everyone loves Cupcake Wars. The day after our episode aired, our bakers were here. We were here the next morning, and we looked outside and the line was down the block. So our business basically tripled in the month to follow Cupcake Wars. After going from Cupcake Wars and then being asked to go on Cake Wars, it was kind of like this revisit of anxiety again, like, you know, do I really want to put myself through all this stress? But then you kind of just remember the impact that it made on your business. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm here to serve customers, but also to serve my employees. They're a big part of my business. And so, one, they get really excited about things like that, and 2, it takes our business to the next level each time we participate in a show like that. So I definitely was all in for them and up for the challenge. And then it's more pressure because obviously I don't want to let them down. One of my favorite flavors that I can think of off the top of my head was something that we competed on Cake Wars with, which was for the Lego episode, and it was a rainbow sherbet cupcake. That one's just citrusy, it's kind of like lemony, it's colorful, it's pretty, people really love that, and so that one makes me smile. So we've created so many great cakes that have been awesome, but what I have found over the years is that the ones that are the most memorable, that stick in my mind, are ones that were tied to stories that we never really saw coming. So for example, Moana, you know, the movie, the Hawaiian Girl, has been a really big hit lately. We've made several of those cakes, and Sabrina, our head decorator, she sculpted this unbelievable Moana, and she sat on top of this awesome cake, and I just happened to be here. She was with me when the customer came to pick it up, and the guy and his mother were picking it up for his daughter, and they just started crying.
His wife, who recently passed away last year, used to always make a big deal out of his daughter's birthdays.
And the mother had always ordered the cakes from us, but it was the dad's first time ordering.
And now him and his mother want to keep doing that for her, and which is why they wanted an elaborate cake for her birthday.
And then, you know, that sparked a bunch of emotion with us, and they were over the top about the cake, but it really meant so much more than just the cake.
So just after him telling us that story, and he kind of teared up a little bit, it just, you know, it hit my heart a little, and it's always going to hold a special place.
when you first start, you want to open a bakery just to make cool things, but you have no idea the connections that you're going to make with all the customers that you create these wonderful things for, and that's really the payoff. So recently we just hit 30,000 fans on Instagram, and I think that's probably our hugest social media platform. We're able to snap a quick picture of something we're working on or something we've created, and people immediately and instantly get to interact with us. And, we can post a new product, which we've done several times. A couple years ago, I was here at the bakery. It was like 6 o'clock at night. I made some Rice Krispie treats that were over the top. I posted a picture, and within 15 minutes, we had sold out. So, when it comes to new products, we try to stay innovative and ahead of the game. And one thing we recently created was just a unicorn craze. And so we have a tie-dye cupcake. It's 6 different colors of batter. When you cut into it, it looks amazing. And then it's got cake batter frosting and sprinkles and a horn and ears. And so it's just like a unicorn lover's dream. And then we started making unicorn cakes, and then we started making unicorn Rice Krispie treats, and now everything in our bakery is unicorn. We just did a trade show this weekend called the LA Cookie Con. There's 10,000 people that come out, and it's just a crazy, really awesome experience. Our whole booth was unicorn, and people went bananas, and we sold out every day that we were there.